Cincinnati Arts Association is helping to wrap up Black History Month with a one-man play looking at the life of civil rights pioneer Adam Clayton Powell, Jr. He's really so much more than that. And Michael Chenevert helps us bring us his story as both the writer and star of the show. And Michael joins us now. Michael, thank you so much for coming in to talk about what was a man that he was really just a tour de force. He was a larger-than-life personality.
That's right.
What is it that led you to want to write this story and to be Adam Clayton Powell,
Well, my
Jr.?
family's involved with politics. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. And my family's involved with politics there, and also entertainment, connected with Gladys Knight, and we had the first sickle cell anemia drive there where we had Muhammad Ali and all these different cats there, you know, cool cats. So anyway, we had these book drives, and my family is a light-skinned African-American family, so one of the activists who was at this book drive, he said, you know, you look like our baddest leader, you know, one of our baddest leaders. And that's bad meaning good, you know, not bad meaning bad. And so, so anyway, so they looked at me, and ever since then, I would show his picture and say, he's one of our leaders, you know, and he looks like my father and everything. Right. So he gave me power. So as an actor, of course, I was always been approached to play Adam. And it wasn't until I was at Susan Batson Studios that she said, you're going to play this guy. And you know, like we just said, he's a dynamic individual, a hero, you know, and to step into that power of him has helped me as an actor and helped me as a human being.
Yeah, my demographic is such that I watched his life unfold before the nation. But you're from Detroit. You're a lot younger.
Yes.
But now you're in New York.
Yes.
And do you get the sense of what Adam Clayton Powell really was for that community?
Well, you know, it's very interesting, I mean, because, you know, time has passed, of course, and Martin Luther King Jr. is our prominent civil rights leader, but they just don't know much about Adam Clayton Powell Jr., who started his protests 25 years prior to that, his bus boycotts, his, you know, he helped 5 doctors get reinstated at Harlem Hospital, which was one of his first protests, and that put him on the stage to do better things. He also was part of Abyssinian Baptist Church, and we were talking about that earlier, how his father brought Abyssinian up to Harlem. So he has a boulevard that goes through Harlem. He has a statue, beautiful statue, this one right here, beautiful statue right in the middle of Harlem, a federal building. But it is interesting how a lot of people don't know about this guy. And I think one of the reasons why is because he was a legislator as well, you know. He was working in the back rooms, you know. They got Hamilton playing right now at the Aronoff, and one of the songs is "In the Room," you know, and that was Adam. He was in the room, right there where things were happening, waiting for calls for the president, negotiating, haranguing, you know, protesting, you know, marching up and down the aisles of Congress, you know, and fighting for these bills. Yeah,
one thing I found interesting is that after your one-man play, you're going to have an opportunity to actually talk to the audience. Yes. What do you hope the audience gets from the entire experience, both seeing you be Adam Clayton Powell Jr. and the interchange afterwards?
Well, it is interesting. You said that, you know, Adam had his struggles, you know, and he was a human being. So people are going to laugh a lot during this show. You know, they're going to laugh a lot. They're also going to see some of the pain and the struggle that he had been going through at that time. And his wife had become an expatriate who's Hazel Scott. And I don't know if people know about Hazel. Well, of course people do now, because Alicia Keys did 2 pianos on the Grammys, and she did like a tribute to Hazel Scott. So back then they were the Jay-Z and Beyonce of the time, you know. So to show that, that's what I wanted to see, that this human aspect of him. And why? Because you can also fight for justice as well. You know, you can also get up on your platform and speak your mind and say what's right for this country. And I hope that they can see that these heroes are accessible.
Well, Michael, it's great that you bring Adam Clayton Powell Jr. here to the stage, and I'm sure it'll be an enjoyable experience. An Adam Experiment, a one-man show. It's Friday. It starts at 7:30 there at Aronoff Center's Jarson Kaplan Theater. For more details, just go to local12.com and click on the Get It Now links. Once again, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
It is 9:45.